Yep, so I'm doing a little beach wave. This is a technique that a stylist, Amanda Jenkins, uses a lot in our salon. She taught me how to do this when I was assisting. Um, she takes the iron and she kind of just makes a little S pattern. I'm using our new Arrojo flat iron. It's amazing. So I just kind of go in and wrap up the hair like this. And then I'll just let it set. And when I'm all through with the style, I'll shake it out a bit. But this is a good thing to do in the salon. And just you can get really quick at it. I can do it faster, but I'm just kind of trying to show you how to do this here. You can show your clients how to do this too.
And it's something that's really simple. It's, I barely even know how to turn a blow dryer on. And it's something that I've actually picked up and seen. And, I always give everyone a heart attack when we're prepping for a show. And I'm like, I could do that. And they're like, whoa, do you even know what that thing is? So, it's something that is easily taught and something that anyone can do.
Something that we're really into at the salon is educating your clients. We talk a lot about it. So when you're blow drying, you have to show your clients how to blow dry their bang section. Show your clients how to use the blow dryer, how to get volume, what products to use, so that they can recreate the style at home.
This year, for the first year, we're actually doing a program. I keep telling everybody it's for my 40th birthday because Nick's such a great friend. He's making me work on my 40th. So, and he always asked me what I got him for his 40th, and I said, me. He said, where's the receipt to return you? So January 23rd and 24th, we're doing our first Arrojo Expo this year in New York City. We've run out of block hotels, so other salons can come join us. And we're going to go and do a 2-day event. The Sunday, a lot of the staff are going to do little presentations. And the nice thing about that is we have a cosmetology school. We're actually going to let some of the students get involved and present. So it's great to get them motivated and to see these young kids already talking about it. And it's, 3-4 months away. So we're going to have those presentations. The staff themselves is a core group of us that are going to present. And then we're going to do, our underground event. And the best from the underground event are actually going to come and present as well as invite some other salons in from outside to present. So if you're interested, go to arrojostudio.com and sign up for our email blast, and then go on there. From there, you can connect to all our different links. We have Arrojo product, we have Arrojo education, and you can find the details out about that. So again, January 23rd, 24th, this Sunday, the presentations, and the Monday we're going to do breakout rooms. So we're going to have an editorial stylist come in. We have this new team that works with us. They're called Dennis and Dennis. They're both named Dennis. That's why
Seriously?
Yeah. So and they're great stylists. They worked with some of the best people in the industry doing photos, and so they're actually there today, Monday, doing a class this evening in our salon. So we always have something going on because we have not only do we have a cosmetology school, we have the Advanced Education Center, as well as the salon itself. So Dennis and Dennis are going to do actually a presentation tonight for styling, and it's we invite other salons in the neighborhood. It's free education. We have our classes that we sell, but we also offer these free educations just to get people involved and to motivate people. Because one thing, and you guys are complete proof to it, the more you educate yourself and the more you get out there and the more you see, the better you're going to be. We were saying last night, we're fortunate to be up here because they invited us, but any one of you could probably step up here and do exactly what we're doing. It's just that, we are given the chance to do it. But just by coming out and doing things, you're showing how dedicated you are. That's something that I really try and instill in the young assistants, because I really think of this generation as being so instant gratification and so me. So, there's kids in the salon that are like, well, why does James get to do every show? And Nick's like, well, because he's been there since day one. He's been by my side, and he's worked for it. There's been many a day that I've worked for free, and I still work for free at times. Every time I go into the school to teach, the cosmetology school, because I'm licensed for a cosmetology teacher, I go in for free. I don't get paid for it. I'm giving my time, but what I'm getting out of it is priceless because I'm seeing these kids that coming from all careers out there. Especially in New York, we have all the bankers that are switching careers, and they're all coming to school to be cosmetologists. So it's amazing. So we're in there, and they're anywhere from 19, 18. to 40. We even had a lady last class graduate. I want to say she was a grandmother. You know, she's like in her 50s, and she was into it. And you know, we didn't shut her out. It wasn't like, oh, you're too old, don't talk to her. She was just, you know, she was just as involved, and we gave her just as much as we gave everybody else because of her age. We didn't shun her and push her to the side. You know, we thought it was an amazing thing that a grandmother was there going to school. You know, so it's she graduated, and you know, we have work experience. She came in for work experience, but she told us, she was like, you know, I don't want to work here because, you know, I want to go work in my town, and you know, I'm going to get all my friends, and you know, so she had her goal and she had her plan of what she was going to do. But she still came in, and she still stops by all the time. She comes in, gets her hair done, and you know, so again, just by making her feel welcome, no matter how old she was, and we still called her a kid. She was still a kid. She loved that. It's like, I'm a grandmother, and you're calling me a kid because I'm new. So you know, it's great to have that education and to give your time. You know, Emily is now traveling with us more and more and more. She kind of snuck in the back door, but there's been, you know, many a time that she's worked for free, and she'll probably work for free in the future.
Yep.
Like today. So, you know, Emily really pulled this show together. She, I'm up here coloring hair, but she did everything else. She did the makeup. I was supposed to do the clothing styling, but I forgot how to dress the girls. I was like, can't you just put the clothes out and I can like fight over it? They get dressed every day, like, you know. So, in which the answer to that was no. But fortunately, you know, like I said, my wife did do styling for us. So she had shown me what to do. I was like, yeah, okay, just put it all together. You know, and then I pulled the suitcase out and I'm like, dump it out. I'm like, oh, everything's not together anymore. Oops. Honey?
Yeah.
Honey, what goes with what? The blacks with the blacks. That's always my best thing when I'm getting dressed. I'm like, does this match? It's always my favorite question. It's like, you do color and you're asking me if that matches? So, half the time I'm not correct.
You know, when James was talking about Expo earlier, about our cosmetology students, they don't get to just present. They have to do a competition. So they're going to do a retail competition over in the school, and then whoever wins gets to present a look to Nick and our other team, and then they'll choose who gets to present in the show. But we have retail competitions as well in the salon. We have a growing retail business, or retail product company, and we just had our largest month in August.
Yeah, we were up to over $15 a client. But the way we did that was through a retail competition, which Emily almost won, but she cheated. That's how she almost won.
I almost won. I was selling flat irons like it was nobody's business.
But it was like people walking down the street, hey, come here.
My clients with really curly hair, I was just like blowing them and making it all really puffy, and then I'd just come through and smooth it out. I was like, you guys, you need this, right?
Well, the best was seeing someone else use a flat iron, and they didn't follow through with it, so she's like, do you like that flat iron? Here, buy it from me.
I was like hounding the front of the store.
But it, you know, it was great because it got everybody motivated. The winners, what it was teams of 6. The winners got a $1,000 dinner. So 6 people get to go to a nice $1,000 dinner, and of course Nick's team won. Go figure.
I have theories about that.
Which I tried to sneak in on the dinner the other night, but he had actually canceled it. So I was like, oh God, I thought you wanted one more person with you. How can you eat $1,000 worth of food? Come on.
At Raoul's?
Yeah. Which is a nice French restaurant in Soho. So now what I'm doing here is, let me play to the camera here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just creating that C. Let's see, over here. Okay. See, I'm just creating the C moving around the head. So next section's here. And the sections I'm taking in between are kind of like V partings. So imagine, you know, like a little peace sign or, you know, a little V. You know, skinny here, going to fat. And those are the little sections. So little triangle or pie-shaped partings, following the shape of the ear around. So it kind of moves around. What it's going to do is it's going to create, I'm doing slices as well. So it's going to create like really strong panels of color dropping down. And that's the effect that we're getting on this side, this really heavy color kind of dropping down. You can see how her color was before. You know, she has this outgrown color, you know, good, you know, 8-10 months worth of color, and then the blondes that we had done from last summer or last April. So let me show you. And this is something that I really make sure all the assistants in the salon do, because because this is one of the things that's really cut down my bleed marks in the salon. It's something that Patrick taught me years ago when I first moved to New York. Let's take the foil, if I can get them apart. Hold the color side toward you. In the salon I actually use, everyone asks me, do I use these in the salon? I use silver foil in the salon, just because it's just easy. For show purposes and education, we do color. So, color side's toward me, I take the comb, and I push it right in there. So I've created a lip underneath. And then I start with the color. I start with the color out. You know, I found yesterday one of the models, or actually we're friends with the people out behindthechair.com, and one of the girls came in. You know, I bribed her. I told her I'd color her hair if she did a story on me. And then she gets here and she's not even in the writing bit. She's like I don't even know, accountant or something. I'm like, great, thanks. And then she didn't even tip me. I'm like, even better. No wonder you're an accountant.
She didn't tip me either.
So her foils were like big old fat chicken, chicken wraps there. So I was going through, I was poking all the holes in it so the gas would slip out the top. But one good thing was I locked it in so I didn't get bleed marks. And then I start with the color out here, and I slowly push it up to the scalp. So I get right up there, and then I work that color through. So again, kind of work it up there. So if the color expands, I'm not getting that big blob of color right on the scalp expanding out, and then creating that nice racing stripe on the side of the head. We have this person that I know that colors hair. And it's, she's so funny. She's like, those aren't bleed marks. That's just getting all the way down to the scalp. I'm like, okay, I guess so. So then I take it. So with that little flap that's there from that I created, see, I can take the comb and refasten it right back down there. I might have lifted off right here, but then that's where this comes in. By folding that over, now I've gotten right down to the scalp. So I'll show you one more time. And then also what I'll do is I'll show you how I do it if I'm doing a single process in between. Because a lot of times we'll do, with Colleen, I did do a single process and then go back through and do highlights only because her hair had kind of been there. So, but a lot of times we don't. We do the single process in between the foils. So again, color side toward me, comb goes in at the bottom, push it in, start with the color out, and work it up. And being aware, of how much color I'm putting on there. In the salon we're very much into not wasting color, so we weigh everything. So, it's always kind of gets me when, I see one of the stylists, they have a half a bowl of color, and they've done, 7/8 of the head, and suddenly they're done, and all the color's gone, because they took the last quarter of the head, and they're like packing that color in to show they didn't waste it. So, fold it over once, fold it twice, refasten if I need to. Now, if I were doing a single process, I would go in, I'd fold it once there, I'd fold it a second time, I'd fold it once there, I'd fold it a second time. And then what that does is I can give it a little tug, and it's not really going anywhere. I'm not like giving it all the pressure, but I can give it a good pull, and it doesn't go anywhere. So now when I go through and I'm painting that single process, I can move that foil around, and I'm not sliding off the scalp with it. So that's one reason why I do the little double lock on the side. So how's it going over there, Emily?
I've completed the one side, her right side over here. I shook it out just a little bit just to show you guys. You can see it just creates this really nice texture. It kind of looks natural, but her hair's really straight, so it needs a little extra push. I used a little bit of our holding spray to finish it off, and then just shook it out. And this will last for her too. She's got a whole lot of hair, so yeah, I started from the bottom and I'm working to the top. I cut her bangs too down the center. She didn't have a fringe before, and I was like, can we cut bangs? She's like, sure. So I did something in the salon that we do. It's called a swing bang. So we do it so it's pretty versatile. So she could actually push this to one side or push this to the other side. But I'm thinking it's kind of looking good, just parted down the center. In the salon, we're inspired a lot by fashion. We do a lot with Fashion Week. We just actually finished up Fashion Week 2 weeks ago. We work with a new designer called Katie Gallagher.